why did you know you wanted to go build another company? And this is a little bit more of the history side of things, but like, how did you know you wanted to continue to build companies? Okay, like you're an EIR at SVB, you're making a good name for yourself, you did some cool stuff at Walmart, you have a great name. Why go back into the crazy world of founding another company, especially when you're like about to have another baby or something like that? Like, that's usually a crazy decision to go have a human baby and a startup baby.
The short answer is that it's in our DNA, right? I think as founders, once you hit the founder bug, it's always going to be with you. Nothing else will come as close to that euphoric feeling of founding a company and building something that people really want, right? So I think, it's not for everyone, right? Look, it is really hard. My husband's also a founder. So between the two of us, we started the company around the same time too. He has a different company. And then now I have my third kid, so I have a 6-month-old now. So it feels like the tiny health is actually my third baby, and then my fourth child.
Wow, it's a lot of kids to deal with.
A lot of kids, but I think we're the crazy kinds, right? I think the founder DNA, like if you started a company and you go back to it, you're really the crazy one.
That's why, like, for this podcast is talking with multi-time founders and understanding that, and we'll have to get to the point where how do you deal with all of these children in a sense, but I don't want to get there yet. So talk through a little bit more. Okay, fine. So you're on deck, you're wanting to go start a new company, you're looking for a co-founder, want to do SaaS because that was a hot thing.
Before that, I was a CMO at a couple other startups, and it just never felt right. I couldn't quite build the culture that I wanted at those companies because, the culture really trickles down from the top, right? From the CEO and the founder, it goes down. So, and they were like these companies I joined. One was a crypto startup, one was a coding bootcamp. They were very bro-y, right? So it's kind of like a little bit different. I couldn't build the culture that I wanted in a way. So I really missed, I guess I'm a control freak. I really wanted to build product the way I wanted to build. But I didn't want to I was really resistant to building a company that was very like female oriented or like baby or parent oriented and be kind of like categorized in that she's building company for her, whatever, baby parent thing. So, during On Deck, we were brainstorming what companies we each should build. And I was in SaaS for a little bit. I was in LiDAR imaging a little bit, like just so many different kinds of ideas. And then they kept saying, because I had Charlie, my daughter, who had eczema, as I was sharing that story, and they're like, you should build a better biome for babies. And then, everyone was just telling me, because I was so passionate about gut health and I was explaining the science, and they were like, this is the perfect company for you to build, Cheryl. You have that story with Charlie's C-section and like, it's just the perfect founder product fit. I was pretty resistant. I'm like, I don't want to build this company just because I had this experience. But, kind of like through my journey, kind of trying to build this, we tried to build this sales product, and I don't like sales. I'm not that said, I am a pretty good salesperson now, but I didn't like to build sales tool. And then I kept being drawn back to this idea that, because I had my C-section experience, I really dove into the research. I knew so much about gut health in the first 1,000 days. I was like, if I don't build it, who else would, right? A guy who's never given birth? No, I have to solve problems that I care about, I'm passionate about, and I know really well, because I believe that anyone can be an expert in something if they put into the time, right? The 10,000 hour. So if you spend enough time, you can be an expert in it. So I didn't let that be a barrier to me, that the fact that I didn't have any microbiology knowledge. I wasn't a medical person. When I really kind of told myself I was, okay building a company. But again, I kind of wanted this to be much larger than serving just babies or kids. I knew that from day one, everyone should do a gut test, but I needed to build a case for it. I needed to build an entry point that made sense, that also touched upon my own personal story and my own personal health journey with my kids and myself, and kind of build the market